It's me, SPILLIN. A bunch of PS1 games. I can just walk in and out of thrift store. Hello gamers, it's me, SPILLIN. It's my show. Glad to be back, and hello gamers, it's me, SPILLIN. It's my show. Glad to be back to do another video. In this video, I wanted to do a video response to a fellow YouTuber by the name of SYBERSNAKE7. Really awesome guy. He wanted to talk about the top 5 Grail items that you don't have that you want for your collection. And I came up with my own list like right on the spot. As soon as he said it, I was already thinking about items that I wanted to have. There's a lot of things that I've sought out there. Games, there's a lot of games that I want, but mine's is more of the consoles, and it kind of dives into stuff that I've never had. Consoles that I've never had, because I've pretty much at this point accumulated all the consoles that I've had previously. So I'm pretty pumped to try to seek after these. I've been waiting for the right time to get these items. First item on my list that I want to get, and I'm gonna have to hit this YouTuber back up because we've been trying to work out a trade. First item I wanted was a Sega Saturn. The thing is, the reason why I wanted a Sega Saturn, I've heard so much talked about the shoot 'em ups, all types of certain games, special games that come along with that system. And like I said before, it's a system that I've never had, so I definitely have interest in it. And as a collector, it's something that I want. So, and I want the black one. I think there's all kinds of special ones. There's the Japanese, of course, the imports and all that other stuff. So yeah, that's definitely on my list. The next game or next item that I would like is a Super Famicom. Reason why I want Super Famicom, because I've actually been seeking after moving towards imports. Like I said earlier in the year, I wanted to start purchasing imports, Japanese imports and stuff like that. I just like the artwork, the box art and stuff like that, the different variations between the American style version. Plus I love the Super Nintendo so bad, and now that I have that already in my collection, I wanted to have the Super Famicom because I think it's an awesome system. Now preferably I want that complete in box, and it's actually going really cheap. And another reason why I want the Super Famicom, because the games are really cheap in comparison to the Super Nintendo games. So, and I really don't care about the subtitles being in another language. It's just the whole nostalgic feel that you get from actually having that system, having those games. It just takes you to another dimension. It's hard to explain, but yeah. So I'm pumped about that. So I'm looking and hoping to have one by next year. The next one is out of one of my favorite console, I guess, series, I guess you could say, is the TurboGrafx-16 era, but I want the PC engine. One of my good buddies, he got it when I first started watching his channel, and that was Retro Rename. The PC engine is a smaller, portable type device. I mean, you still have to load it up and stuff like that, but yet again, it gives you an opportunity to play some imports and other types of games and stuff like that. So I would like to complete the graphic engine series, because I know there's the PC engine, there's the TurboGrafx-16, there's another graphic machine. I know they got the CD-ROM that you can add on. There's all kinds of variations. I think there's like 5 of them, and Happy Console Gamer, he actually has all 5 of them. It took him an extensive amount of time, or a long time, to accumulate all of them. But the next one that I'm seeking after is the PC engine, and I want the white one, the small one. It's actually like a little square set. So yeah, that's definitely on my list. Then I added a game that I want. I want Super Metroid complete in box, preferably in pristine condition. I know that's asking a lot, but this is just on my little list here. And reason why I want that game, because I loved it on the emulator, but every time I try to go and find the game, it just catches me at the wrong time. I want to try to get it cheap, or at least if I'm going to go after it, I want to go ahead and get it complete in box. I enjoyed that game more than any of the Metroids. I'm sorry, I said Metro. Because I don't have the original for the NES, but I do have the one Metroid Prime and then Metroid Echoes, but I got to play the one on the emulator last year. Really loved it. I got halfway through the game, but it's just such an awesome game, and I've heard so many reviews and people just go into depths about how much love they have for the game. So definitely a sought after system, or a sought after game. And then the next item that I would like is the CD, or a Sega CD-X. I know it's expensive, but preferably I want it in box, because I have all these Sega CD games, and I bought a Sega CD about a couple years ago, but it burned out the fuse or whatever went out in it, and so I haven't had a chance to play it. So I got about 16 Sega CD games, some really awesome titles that I would just love to fire up. The reason why I want it so bad is the combination of the two. Being able to play Sega Genesis games and have the Sega CD combination together without all the extra cores. I think that's the thing that fascinated me so much about it, is that all the cores are a non-factor, and that actually excites me to no fucking end, because I'm like, man, then I don't have to worry about having to load this up and hook this up. And because when I sat there and did it on my Model 2 Sega Genesis with the Model 2 Sega CD, I had to hook it up and slide it in perfectly, make sure it got in there, and then I had AV cords for both, and I had plugs for both. So it was just a big headache. So everything is condensed down. Plus, I think it's a portable one, so you actually can put batteries in it, and you don't have to actually charge it, and you can just play it wherever you go or something like that. I'm trying to remember how it all works. I can't remember everything about it, but I know that that's definitely one. And like I said, I want that complete in box. And now my additional item that I would like, and I'm seeking after, and I would preferably want this in a bundle, is the Atari 2600. Reason why, it was my very first console, and I know it just takes me back, because the first time I had one, my mom and my stepdad, they brought in a box, and it had an Atari, and it had like 20 something games to it. I ended up accumulating like almost 50 games by the time I got rid of it, but that was my first home console experience. Then I went on to the NES, Super NES, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 2, and GameCube in between, Wii, and so on and so forth. But it was my very first console, so regardless of the graphics, it's just the memories that are attached. Every time I think of a video game, I always think of memories. So yeah, those are my top 5 items that I would like in my console. Yet again, it's going to be the Sega Saturn, the PC Engine, the Atari 2600, the Sega CD, and Metro Prime, and not my Metro Prime, but Super Metroid, and what else was it? I have to remember. Oh, the Super Famicom. So I know that most likely next year I'm going after the Super Famicom first, because I've already looked up some prices and stuff like that. So yeah, but other than that, I'm SPILLIN79. Be sure to check out SYBERSNAKE7's channel. I'll leave a link in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.